Hey everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we're journeying back in time, thousands of years, to a civilization that still captures our imagination like no other. We're talking about the land of pharaohs, pyramids, and powerful gods, ancient Egypt. How did this incredible society rise from the desert sands to become one of the most powerful empires in history? And how did it all come to an end? Let's find out. Our story begins around 3100 BC, along the fertile banks of the Nile River. Before this, Egypt was divided into two kingdoms, Upper and Lower Egypt. Then, a legendary king named Menes, also known as Narmer, united them, creating the world's first nation-state and kicking off the early dynastic period. This unification was a game-changer. It established a centralized government under a divine king, the pharaoh, and set the stage for centuries of prosperity. Next up is the Old Kingdom, famously known as the Age of the Pyramids. This is when the most iconic structures in human history were built, like the Great Pyramid of Giza for Pharaoh Khufu. These weren't just tombs. They were massive national projects that showed the pharaoh's power and the incredible organization of Egyptian society. They believed the pharaoh was a god on earth, and these pyramids were their stairways to the heavens. But building on such a grand scale takes a toll, and by the end of this period, the central power of the pharaohs began to weaken, leading to a time of division. After a period of instability, Egypt was reunited, and the Middle Kingdom began. This was a golden age for art, literature, and trade. Egypt's influence spread far and wide, with expeditions reaching deep into Africa and the Near East. The pharaohs of this era were seen less as distant gods and more as wise shepherds of their people. They focused on public works like massive irrigation projects to ensure the land and its people thrived. However, this prosperous period was cut short by the invasion of a foreign group known as the Hyksos, who brought new military technology, like the horse-drawn chariot. But you can't keep a good empire down. Egyptians learned from their invaders, adopted their technology, and drove them out, heralding the start of the new kingdom. This is the Egypt of legendary rulers like Hatshepsut, the female pharaoh who ruled as a king, Akhenaten, the heretic who tried to change the entire religion, Tutankhamun, the famous boy king, and Ramesses the Great, a master builder and warrior who fought epic battles. The new kingdom was the peak of Egypt's power. It was a vast empire, stretching from modern-day Sudan to Syria, dripping with gold and glory. The Valley of the Kings became the new royal cemetery, filled with hidden tombs and spectacular treasures. So, what went wrong? Like all great empires, ancient Egypt's decline was a slow burn, not a sudden collapse. The new kingdom ended with a series of invasions by a mysterious group called the Sea Peoples. This, combined with internal power struggles between priests and pharaohs, weakened the state. Over the next 1,000 years, Egypt faced a succession of foreign rulers. First the Libyans, then the Nubians from the south, followed by the Assyrians and the Persians. Each conquest chipped away at Egypt's wealth, power, and identity. The final chapter was written by Alexander the Great. In 332 BC, he conquered Egypt without a fight, and the Egyptians welcomed him as a liberator from Persian rule. After his death, his general Ptolemy took over, establishing the Ptolemaic dynasty. These new rulers were Greek, but they adopted Egyptian customs and ruled as pharaohs. The most famous of them all was the last one, Cleopatra VII. She was a brilliant and cunning leader who tried to save her kingdom by allying herself with Roman leaders Julius Caesar and Mark Antony. But her story ended in tragedy. After her defeat by Octavian, who would become Emperor Augustus, Egypt was officially annexed as a province of the Roman Empire in 30 BC. The age of the pharaohs was over. From a unified kingdom on the Nile to a province of Rome. The story of ancient Egypt is a 3,000-year epic of innovation, power, and eventual decline. Yet its legacy is immortal. The pyramids still stand, the hieroglyphs still speak to us, and the mysteries of this ancient land continue to fascinate us all. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this journey through time, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more adventures into the past. See you next time.